Eurobox presents Scars the World Can See, written by Vincent. Scars the World Can See is not a memoir that asks to be admired from a distance, it asks to be felt. From the first pages, Vincent writes with urgency, with conviction and emotional force, drawing the reader into a life lived at unusual speed and under unusual pressure. This is a book shaped by war zones, refugee camps, martial arts, music, travel, films, and humanitarian work. But what gives it its real weight is not the sheer range of experience. It is the moral pulse behind it. Again and again, the book returns to the same essential question. What does it mean to truly care when the world has become expert at looking away? Let's welcome the author of this book, Vincent, who's our special guest today to present this literary work. Hi, Vincent. Welcome and thank you for joining us.
No, thank you very much. Nice to be here.
So we said that your memoir moves through so many different worlds, martial arts, travel, films. Looking back, when did you first realize that your life was not going to follow a conventional path, but one driven by something a little bit deeper?
It actually happened, I can name the month, January 2015. And I found myself, after a life of kind of this surreal, heady film and music careers, I found myself in Ghana, and I was doing close protection for a very wealthy VIP family from Sweden who were building infrastructure throughout Central Africa. So I was there doing close protection for this family. And unbeknownst to me, we were visiting a shelter where about 15 young children had been rescued from child slavery. And I had never witnessed this type of suffering ever in my life. So it was that moment that kind of changed the course of my future.
That was a harsh one.
It was very hard.
I find that one of the most powerful ideas in the book is that compassion becomes real only when it leads to action.
Yes.
Was there one moment early on when you understood that you could no longer remain a bystander?
There's been many moments. I mean, obviously that initial seeing those children and the kind of the suffering and trepidation on their faces, it changed my life. And I wanted to obviously get involved in helping. And of course, my foundation that I started shortly after, it's based on saving, or main initiative is to save children who are caught in conflict countries. So I can't really say it was one specific moment other than me witnessing that first moment of seeing those children's faces. But obviously, since that time, I've seen that look on children's faces time and time again in different countries that are involved in conflict.
Also, the title of the book, Scars the World Can See, of course suggests wounds that are emotional and invisible rather than physical. When you chose that title, what kind of scars did you most want readers to understand?
Well, as you say, they're not physical on the body, though some of them are, but it's an internal thing, because obviously witnessing these types of horrific events, especially done to innocent children, there are things you see that will stay with me for forever. And through, association with close family, very caring friends, maybe a good psychotherapist here and then, has helped me kind of talk and get myself through these things. But of course, these types of things like soldiers in war who have PTSD, I mean, these things stay with you forever. But I've found I found a way to kind of, I don't know how, but maybe it's just having that great nucleus of family around me that has helped me kind of get through these moments. So I keep. It's interesting because I felt like last year I spent a month in Lebanon, and I thought, okay, I think I've done enough. Time to move on to the next chapter in my life. But I gave up that idea because it keeps pulling me back. I keep feeling that I have to continue to help the ones that are way less fortunate than myself and than most people. So I'm drawn back into that world of just of helping, humanity, compassion, empathy. I think we all need to. I think if the world all was closer to that moment, I think the world would be a better place. So that's my life.
Actually, even in the darkest parts of your memoir, the book keeps returning to hope, purpose, responsibility. So in the end, it's a very positive message. We want to wish you best luck with your book, Vincent, and thank you again for your time.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Scars the World Can't See is intense, is moving, is deeply purposeful. It is a memoir for readers who want more than an adventurous life story. It is for those interested in the intersection of courage, trauma, service, resilience. And above all, it is a book that insists every life matters, not as a slogan, but as a lived truth. Scars the World Can See by Vincent Lin is now available in bookstores and digital platforms, and it's a publication by Eurobox.